Hi, my name is Sean Stedman. I'm the IT Director of St Joseph's College, Gregory Terrace. We're an independent boys Catholic college. We cater from years 5 to 12. We have very strong academic, sporting and cultural programs at the college.
Hi, my name is Mark Chaplin. I'm a Senior Account Executive, predominantly based in the education team. St Joseph's Gregory Terrace is a private boys' school, predominantly campused in the Spring Hill area, but they've got a large set of playing fields out in the Tennyson area.
There were a few inherent problems with the old system. The main challenge we have is we have really large open space here and trying to get good tangible audio across all of the fields. The project was driven by torrential downpour that led to flooding, and it provided a perfect opportunity to move forward with revamping the project and looking at a new solution. And Videopro has done work for a number of other neighbouring schools, and the name is synonymous with good work and came as a recommendation to Terrace. And we needed someone who had the in-house resources, had to deliver it on big projects, so that led us to engage with Videopro.
The field is used by multiple stakeholders, being the school internally themselves and also external parties using the outside broadcast truck for streaming of various sports, whether it's cricket, soccer, or their main sport, which is rugby. So basically we had a fresh start with a full redesign of all the audio-visual out at the spaces, including video transport and a new field paging system. So for the large throws and to cover the large outdoor spaces, we use community or bi-amp horns, which are mounted up high and throw across the multiple sporting fields. We also use QSC speakers to fill the grandstand spaces and also some of the smaller spaces like around the canteen and the boathouse. We use ULXD mics with extension antennas so they can get excellent coverage with their roaming ULXD microphones. We also used a QSYS control system with multiple QSYS touch panels. For the video transport, we're using the UBEX AV over IP encoders and decoders.
The number one driver was good tangible audio. We have some fields really far down the back there, and we wanted to try and make sure we could reach down to those fields. One of the advantages of this particular project is we went with less speakers and quality speakers, and we've been able to hit that mark. When it's turned on, the clarity is sensational. The other thing we wanted to achieve is we wanted a solution that was flexible. We could keep adding to it. So around this field, we have multiple input plates using the UBEX Lightwear gear. And we can take an input from multiple places around this oval in the grandstand, and we can project that to the large Goa board. It's a fully flexible solution that we can keep building on as the requirements come forward. In this particular project, we had worked with some of the vendors, industry vendors, Lightwear, who were showing us some of their products. But Videopro in this case really helped to flesh out the idea. At the end of the day, we weren't completely aware of what was possible, and they really helped prompt us through the technologies they are familiar with to get the right outcome for us.
At handover, it was great to see the client's reaction and big smiles on faces when hearing the audio played for the first time. The client was also super impressed with how simple and easy to operate the system is, and the fact that you can wander around with an iPad and a handheld wireless microphone and adjust things on the fly.
When I came and heard this for the first time, there was nobody at the grounds, and I was blown away just by the clarity of the speakers, and more to the point, we were looking at putting speakers down in the tree line on the far fields to try and project. But by strategically placing those speakers and going with a reputable brand and relying on the engineers to do what they do best, we were actually able to get good tangible audio right down the back of the field. So, you know, really happy with the solution and what we've come up with. As we move into the rugby season, I think we're going to see this solution really shine, and we're really looking forward to some of those big games where we could have, you know, anywhere from sort of 8,000 to 10,000 people here. So looking forward to that.
This has been a really great and fun and a different project for what Videopro normally does, and we really look forward to working with the school again. A big shout out needs to go to all the installation team that worked in the hot weather, the very wet weather, because they did an amazing job and the client's very happy.
They're a company, they've got the right people, they're not outsourcing anything, they've got all the talent in-house. So if you have a question, you know, they're always there to guide you through that and work through any problems that you have. But overall, I think just, yeah, the professionalism is what really sort of resonated on this project. We would use Videopro again, and we've continued that relationship beyond this project itself, where they help us with the broader AV at the college, and hopefully looking to solidify that relationship in an ongoing capacity.